Hello and welcome to Houston's coverage of the South Central Region Basketball Tournament here. Semi-final game, our last game of the day today on Friday. It's going to be Grace versus Homer here. Both boys teams fighting for that, not only a state berth, but also the ability to go to the championship game and play tomorrow evening for that first place title. I'm Isaac Smolden. I'm joined here by Nick Hanks. How's it going today, Nick?
It's going good.
So you've been watching the tournament, the entire thing, and you know we both kind of see both these teams play. I'm expecting a good game. Are there any players in particular you're expecting to see have a standout game today?
I didn't hear what you said.
I think Grace has a lot of seniors. Jimmy McGovern is one. I believe that Slyvanius Eddie is one. Homer also has a pretty deep bench, a lot of upperclassmen. Should be a pretty close game, and both these teams have played each other well during the season, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. We're going to be right back in just a second when the first quarter begins, so don't go anywhere. It's Houston's coverage of the South Central Region Basketball semifinal game.
I left my heart in Amsterdam, where I could dream and nights were long. I left my heart in Amsterdam, I hit my head against the wall. Again and again and over.
All right, we're getting set for the start of the first quarter here. Both teams jump onto the court and get set for the opening jump ball. Taking it for Grace is Slyvanius Eddie, and for the Homer Mariners, it's Joel Carroll. Lined up at half court, preliminaries are over. We're set to start this semifinal matchup here. Ball's up and one back by Grace, and now they'll start the rush into the offensive zone. A quick pull up for three, and it's good. Grace off to the early lead here, off of a great three-point shot by Turner Goforth. Grace on the press here. Homer gets it down into the zone. Stepping up to the top, holding it on the far side. Moves to the middle, near side now. Fakes the shot, back up top. To the near side, shot for three is up, and it's good. Grace responds quickly there. We got a tie game at 3. Ball comes back into Homer's end. Jimmy McGovern on the far side, moves up to the top, pass over to Goforth. He's holding it back to McGovern. McGovern waiting with the ball, tries to pass to the middle, tips off the defense, goes out of bounds. Grace will have the ball on the baseline. Goforth will pass it out here. Sends it all the way back behind the half-court line. Picked up there and moved forward by Harriman. Pass over to McGovern, back to Goforth. Goforth on the near side. Pass over, back to McGovern. McGovern holding the ball. Back to Goforth. Goforth steps in. Pass to the middle. Back to Goforth. Goforth down into the key. Shot is up and just misses. Rebounded by Jimmy McGovern. Shot is up and that one's good. Nice rebound by Grace. Homer with the ball now. stalled back in their own end, eventually passed up into the attacking end. Pass to the middle, onto the basket, shot is up, and it's good. Layup is good. That was number 30, Jeff Smith McGee, who made the shot. Now he's going to have a free throw as well, as there was a foul on the play. McGee's free throw is no good. Rebounded by Homer, and the layup is put in by Joel Carroll. Homer now at the lead for the first time tonight. Grace coming back the other way. It's Tobin Karlberg with the ball. Pass to McGovern. McGovern to the middle, right to Harrington, and he's got the basket. Grace able to respond there. Tie game at 7. Homer cutting into the Grace defensive end. Pass to the far side. Fake the shot. Now stepping to the middle. It's going to be passed back out to the top. Holding it there. Over to the far side now. Looking for an option. Stepping back to the middle. Near side. Back to the far side. Shot is up for 3, and this one bounces off the rim and out of bounds. Stoppage in play, and it'll be Grace's ball. So now Harriman will pass it out to Karlberg. Karlberg up to Goforth. Goforth across to McGovern. McGovern on the far side. Back to Goforth. Goforth down to the corner. Back up. Far side. McGovern fakes the shot. Now stops with the ball. Back to Goforth. Goforth to the middle. Right under the basket. Shot is up, and it's blocked by number 14 of Homer, Joe Carroll. Homer with the ball now. They set it up. Pass to the near side. That's Rohr with the ball. He tries to pass back, and it's almost picked off by Tobin Karlberg. Knocks it out of bounds instead, and it'll be Homer's ball in Grace's end. Subbing in for Grace is Nathan Ivanoff, who replaces Harriman out there. Homer passes it in. It's Rohr with the ball. Near side now. Moving to the middle. Mariners pass back to the far side. Rohr back over to Beachy. Beachy to the middle, and it's picked off by the Grizzlies. Up to Goforth on the near side. Goforth holding it. Passes over to Ivanoff now. Ivanoff back to Goforth. Goforth steps in. Back out to Ivanoff, to McGovern on the side. McGovern with the shot, and it's good. Grace back up top now. Homer with the ball in their end, looking to get it across half court. Rohr stopped with it. He's forced to pass. Homer has the ball across half court now. Back to Rohr up top. Passes over to the far side, into the middle, looking to post up, and it's blocked by Eddie. Grace with the ball now. Karlberg steps in, gives it to McGovern. McGovern outside the line on the far side, out to Goforth. Goforth across to Ivanoff. Ivanoff holding it on the far side, back to Goforth. Goforth back to Ivanoff. Ivanoff back to Goforth on the near side. Grace looking to pass into the middle, forced to stay on the outside. Nice defense by Homer here. Ivanoff looking for an opening, gives it back to Goforth, back to Ivanoff, down to McGovern in the corner. Shot for 2 is no good as it bounces off the back of the rim. Now moving up the court is Etzweiler for the Mariners. He's holding it on the far side. Pass over to Rohr. Rohr stops with it, steps into the middle, and we have a foul against Eddie. And correct me if I'm wrong, Nick, that's a block, correct?
Yeah.
So now Homer has the ball on the baseline. 3:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball passed out to Rohr up top, now down to the elbow. Back up to Rohr. Rohr back over to Beachy. Beachy on the outside, fakes the shot. Now passes back up top to Rohr. Rohr holding it. Passed over to Etzweiler. Etzweiler to the middle. Pass into the key, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Grace's ball. The governor will pass it out here to Karlberg. Homer playing nice and defensive right now, no press. Karlberg moves it up the court across half. Steps to the near side, kicks it over to Goforth. Goforth across the court to Ivanoff. Ivanov back over to Goforth on the near side for 3, and it bounces off the back. Ivanov trying to rebound, but it's taken away by Joel Carroll of the Mariners. Now Beachy moves it up to Rohr. Rohr on the outside to the middle now. Beachy has the ball. Excuse me, Etzweiler has the ball. Pass over to Rohr. Rohr up top and knocked away by Ivanov, but then recollected by Rohr. He steps down to the middle. Pass to the near side. Shot is up, and it's good for 3. Looks like he was actually just inside the line. They're only going to give him 2 on that shot. Tie ball game here. 2:13 remaining in the first quarter. Ivanov on the far side. Down to Goforth. Goforth back up to Ivanov. Holding it. Stepping to the middle. Passed over. And back out on the court is Harriman for the Grizzlies. Now Ivanov steps into the middle. Shot is up, and it's blocked by the Homer defense. Rohr leaves it for Beachy. Now the Mariners start back up the court. 9-9 here, 1:47 remaining in the quarter. On the far side, Etzweiler passes down. Rohr run underneath the basket, and it's passed out to the outside for 3. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Mariners. Pass to Beachy. Beachy, ball up, and it's in. Homer back in the lead here by 2. Both teams playing a very close game right now. Carlberg moving it up for the Grizzlies. Pass over to Ivanov. Ivanov to Goforth. Goforth over to McGovern. McGovern on the outside. Pass up to Ivanov. Ivanov steps into the middle. Back out to Goforth. Goforth for 3. It's up, and it's good. Grace back in the lead now off a nice 3 by number 12 of the Grizzlies, Turner Goforth. We're down to within 1 minute. Homer misses the shot. It's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Jimmy McGovern moving the ball into the Homer end. He's up top to Ivanov. Ivanov on the far side. Pass over to Carlberg. Carlberg trying to step into the middle. Not quite able to make it. Gives it to Goforth. Goforth up top to McGovern on the near side. McGovern back out to Goforth. Goforth to Ivanov. Ivanov over to Harriman. Back to Ivanov. Shot from just inside. This one bounces off the back and misses. And now the ball is out off of number 31, Nathan Harriman. And looks like they're actually going to say it went off of Homer. We're going to have it be Grace's ball down in the offensive end for the Grizzlies. Homer manning up here. Ivanov on the side. Flips it over to Carlberg. Carlberg up top. Pass over to Harriman. Back up top to Ivanov. Carlberg back to Ivanov. Ivanov for 3 and doesn't make contact, and now we have a foul. It's going to be against Slavenius Eddy. Homer's ball now. We have 1.4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Grace up by 1. Ball passed out, and the shot is up in time, but it's way wide. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Hard-fought quarter by both teams. After 1, it's Grace 12 and Homer 1. Take a short break. Be back with the start of the second, so stay tuned. It's Houston's coverage of the South Central Region Tournament here for boys basketball. Second semifinal game, Grace versus Homer. We're back here for the start of the second quarter. Grace versus the Homer Mariners. Homer will start with the ball. They move up the court. Passed over to Etzweiler. Etzweiler to Beachy. Beachy back to Etzweiler up top. He's holding it. Pass to Adkins. Adkins over to Rohr. Rohr down to Beachy in the corner. Far side, back to Rohr. Up to Etzweiler. Etzweiler for three, and it bounces off the front of the rim. Tobin Karlberg with some speed now coming up the court on the near side. Passes out to Paul Kopp. Kopp's pass is intercepted by Beachy. And now good back check there by Ivanov. Knocks the ball out of Homer's hands. They still control it now. Rohr underneath the basket. Shot is up, and it's good. Nice layup there by number 0 of the Mariners, Charles Rohr. So Homer back up by 1 now. Grace holding the ball in the Mariners zone. It's Ivanov. Ivanov over to Kopp. Kopp down to Karlberg. Karlberg from outside, and he hits it. And that's a 3-point shot. And he's also going to pick up a free throw on the play. Excellent play there by Tobin Karlberg. So Grace regains the lead here. Now Tobin's going to be shooting a free throw. Karlberg's shot is up, and it's good. So Grace up to a 3-point lead now over the Mariners. On the far side, Beachy pass over to Etzweiler on the near side. Pass to Adkins. Now to Rohr in the corner. Rohr with a shot that bounces off the near side of the rim. Karlberg moving back with the ball into the Homer end. Pass over to Ivanov on the far side. Ivanov to Goforth. Goforth back to Ivanov. Ivanov down to the corner. Karlberg keeps it inbounds. Gets it to Harriman. From outside, Goforth now, and a shot is not able to make it into the basket. Homer goes the other way off the rebound. Etzweiler down to the corner. Rohr with the ball to the middle. Knocked away by Grace's D. Now Eddie has it. He leaves it back for Karlberg. Karlberg coming up the court. 6:15 remaining in the second quarter. Pass to Goforth. Goforth to the middle, but it goes over the hands of Harriman. And out of bounds, Homer ball. 6:09 remaining. Beachy starts with it on his own baseline. Beachy passes out to Etzweiler. Etzweiler back to Beachy on the far side. Beachy it's back to Etzweiler. Etzweiler gets the ball up court to McGee. It's gone back to Etzweiler now. Etzweiler to Rohr on the near side. Rohr up to Beachy. Beachy steps to the middle. Pass to Etzweiler. Etzweiler back up top. And now we have a foul against the Mariners. It's going to be a Grace ball. McGovern subs back in for Nathan Ivanov. Harriman will get the ball out for the Grizzlies, and he gets it to Karlberg. To Goforth. Goforth on the far side. Pass to McGovern on the near side. McGovern into the middle. Back to Goforth. Goforth gets it out to Karlberg. Karlberg on the near side, outside the line. Holding it. Out to McGovern up top. McGovern to Goforth. Goforth back to McGovern. McGovern holding it. Back to Goforth. Goforth back to McGovern. Back to Goforth. Goforth looking to pass to the middle. He gets it to Karlberg on the near side. Shot is up. Rebounded by Eddie. And Eddie's going up for the shot. He draws the foul. He'll be shooting a pair of free throws. So now stepping to the free throw line is Slavenius Eddie. Pair of free throws for the Grizzlies. First shot just rolls off the rim. Second shot now. And this one bounces off the front of the rim. Homer rebounds it. They move up the court. Pass to Etzweiler. Etzweiler across the court to the far side. Beachy with the ball. Back up to Atkins. Atkins to Etzweiler. Now over to Rohr on the far side. Rohr tries to pass to the middle, but intercepted by Karlberg. Karlberg stepping into the middle, going for the layup. Shot is up, and it's good. Karlberg has some pressure there, but he's able to put away the layup. Grace up by 5. Homer now with the ball. Pass to the middle, rebounded by Homer. Second shot is up, this one's good. Now we have a timeout called by the Mariners. And we'll take a short timeout as well. Right now, Grace 18, Homer 15. We'll be right back.
Get up on your feet, get up and get up and get up again. Oh Lord, yeah, Lord.
We're back as Grace starts out with it in their own end. Moving up the court now, Karlberg with the ball. He holds it up top, steps to the near side, pass out to Goforth to McGovern. McGovern on the far side holding the ball. Pass back to Goforth. Goforth into the corner. Pass back to Goforth. Goforth tries to pass to McGovern, intercepted by Beachy. Beachy coming in, layup is up, and it's no good. But a foul on McGovern. Now it's going to be number 23 of the Mariners, Jordan Beachy, is going to be shooting a pair of free throws. Beachy's first shot bounces off the back, no good. Now a couple of subs here for both teams. We got 4 minutes left in the second quarter here. Beachy taking his second shot from the free throw line. Second one is good. And Homer cuts the lead down to 2. So now Karlberg will start the ball to McGovern. Goforth on the near side, holding it. Pass up to Ivanov. Ivanov holds the ball to McGovern on the far side. McGovern to Goforth. Goforth back to Ivanov. Ivanov down to Karlberg on the near corner. Stepping into the key. Shot is up, and a lot of pressure, but Karlberg puts the layup away. Grace takes a 4-point lead. Homer coming back the other way. Down to the corner, Beachy for 3. Shot is up, bounces off the near side of the rim. So now Karlberg will come the other way. Stepping to the near side. He leaves it for Ivanov. Ivanov over to the far side. Goforth to McGovern. McGovern back to Ivanov. To Karlberg, down on the near side corner. Karlberg over to Goforth to McGovern. McGovern for 3, no good. Rebounded by the Mariners, but it goes out of bounds. Gotta say it touched Grace last. And Homer will have the ball here on their own end. 3 minutes now left in the second quarter. Etzweiler is going to be the one to pass it out. Eddie subs back in for Grace. And now we'll start play. Beachy in the middle. Carrying it up. He's got some time here. Pass over. In the middle was Atkins. He passed to the far side, right under the basket, and now pass to the outside back to Beachy. Beachy to Atkins, up top to Etzweiler, picked off by Karlberg, and now we have a foul against the Mariners. As Grace is trying to carry the ball up, and Goforth is kind of undercut there by Etzweiler. So Grace will have the ball, and 2:36 now left in the second quarter. Tobin Karlberg coming up the middle for the Grizzlies. Leaves it for Ivanov. Ivanov steps in, kicks it to McGovern. McGovern moves it down, and now passes back up top. Ivanov moving into the key, tries to leave it underneath. But we have a stoppage and a kick ball that's going to go against, I don't know, Nick, was that against Mariners or Grizzlies?
I'm not sure.
Hard to tell. We had Grace called a timeout. It's a half timeout. We'll be right back after the end of that, and we'll see who has the ball. Houston's coverage of semifinal game of the boys basketball conference tournament. All right, so it's Grace ball on the Homer baseline. Ivanov starts out with it, looking to pass out. Gets it to Goforth up top near side. Goforth over to Karlberg. Karlberg from way outside, and it bounces off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Mariners. Gets it to Atkins. Atkins back to Beachy. Beachy back to Atkins. Atkins holding it on the near side. Pass to the middle, tries to kick it out, but Goforth intercepts. Gets it over to Karlberg. Karlberg steps under the basket. Shot is up, and a foul against the Mariners. Karlberg will be shooting 2 here. 1:54 left in the second quarter. Karlberg's first shot. It's up and it's good. Karlberg's second shot now. And he sinks that one as well. Grace with the biggest lead of the game now, up by 6 points. Homer will start it out from their own end. Beachy tries to pass to the middle. Grace gets a hand on it, maintained by Homer. They kick it to the near side, and now we have a travel infraction against number 14 of the Mariners, Joe Carroll. It's gonna be Grace's ball. 1:43 remains in the second. Karlberg moving the ball up for the Grizzlies. Pass over to Goforth. Goforth up to Ivanov. Ivanov over to Jimmy McGovern. McGovern back up to Goforth. Goforth to Ivanov. Ivanov stops with the ball on the near side. Pass to McGovern. McGovern outside the line here. Now he steps into the middle. Shot is up and bounces off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Mariners. Beachy moving up the far side with it. 1:17 remains in the quarter. Etzweiler gets the pass under the basket. Shot from right in front. This one's up, but it bounces off the back. Rebounded by the Mariners. Layup is up, and this one's good. Joe Carroll rebounds the ball and makes the easy layup on the near side. Now Grace coming in. Pass out to Goforth to McGovern. McGovern up top, looking for a shot. He manages to get one up. This one's no good. Homer coming back the other way. And now the ball is going to go back the other way. 49 seconds remaining in the quarter here. Grace up by 4. Karlberg has the ball. Ball lost in his feet. Homer recovers. Etzweiler pass to the middle, and Goforth comes back and gets a hand on it. Foul goes against number 11 of Homer, Daniel Ritoff. And McGovern passes out to Karlberg. 37 seconds here left in the first half. Karlberg in the middle. Carries it near side. Holding it. Down to Goforth. Goforth passes. Ivanov on the far side now outside the line. Holding the ball. 20 seconds remain in the half. Ivanov to McGovern. McGovern on the near side. Gets it to the middle. And Eddie loses it. Now here comes Homer the other way. Karlberg picks the ball off, but a foul against Karlberg. It's going to be Homer's ball. 12 seconds left here in the half. Grace up by 4. Etzweiler passes to Beachy. Beachy over to Ritoff. Back to Etzweiler. Etzweiler steps back in the middle. 5 seconds left now. Moves it down to the corner. Beachy fakes the shot. Now it's up for 2, and it bounces off the back. That'll do it for the first half. Great first 2 quarters by both teams. After 2, it's Grace 22, Homer 18. Stay tuned. We'll come back with our second half of play here when the third quarter begins. It's Houston's coverage of the South Central Basketball Boys Tournament. Here's second semifinal game between Grace and Homer.
Just attitudes. You ask who we are, now who are you? We ain't got no guilt, won't hesitate. So back off or we'll put you in your place. Haven't you heard? Top of the world, but we want more. Don't have enough, so we'll take what's yours. Throw a smile, let the games begin. Never break a sweat, 'cause we always win. Haven't you heard?
break my bones, till all my scars bleed golden. My name's forever known. Whoa, 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 whoa. Blood, sweat, I'll break my bones, till all my scars bleed golden. My name's forever known. Bang, 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 it's fire in the weapon. Bang, 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 won't stop till we're legends. Bang, bang, won't stop till we're legends. Won't stop till we're legends. They never came to town. He really gets me down. Take off that plastic crown, cold nose and a pretty sound. Alright, make it quick. Good songs make you rich. They feeling it'll pass. Good boys coming last. Bad girl by my side, popping pills on the fly. Go grave when I die. Came by to see. I just had to know who put the body in the bayou, who left the tracks on the road. Told me at your age, that's why she's underage. Said her papa hates the federal A's, and when he drinks too much he smacks her face. Alright, make it quick. Good songs make you rich. Bad feeling it'll pass. Good boys coming last. Bad girl by my side, popping pills on the fly. Go grave when I die. Came by to see. I just had to know who put the body in the bayou, who left the tracks on the road.
Welcome back to the start of the third quarter here, second semifinal game of the South Central Basketball Boys tournament here. Grace will start with the ball. And Carlberg moves across half court. Pass over to Goforth on the near side, down to McGovern. McGovern back to Goforth. Goforth over to Harriman. Back to Goforth. Goforth to Carlberg. Carlberg over to Goforth, far side, down to Harriman. Pass up to McGovern. McGovern at the top. Steps into the middle. Out to Goforth. Goforth for three, and this one bounces off, rebounded by Eddie. Eddie out to Goforth. Goforth to Carlberg on the far side. Goforth, McGovern. McGovern in the near corner. Out to Goforth up top. Harriman. Back to Goforth. Goforth back over to Harriman. To Carlberg in the corner. To Goforth. McGovern in the corner. Into the middle. Out to Goforth. Goforth steps in now. And we have a travel infraction against Goforth. It's going to be Homer's ball coming back the other way. Big offensive flurry there for the Grizzlies. Now Homer has a chance to operate here. And it's poked away by Carlberg, but a foul against Carlberg. First one of the half that goes against Grace. going to be Etzweiler who gets it out for the Mariners. Pass up the court. Gets it to Carroll, to Beachy. Beachy on the near side. Back out to Carroll. Carroll into the middle, passes up, and then rebounds his own ball, but it's taken away by Harriman. Harriman to McGovern. McGovern coming across half court. Pass over to Goforth. Goforth down to Carlberg in the far corner. Back to Goforth up top to McGovern. McGovern right in the middle of Carlberg, underneath the basket to Harriman, and the easy layup for the Grizzlies. Great passing play there by Grace. And now Carlberg's able to get a handle on the ball, intercepted, stepping into the middle. A shot is up, and it just bounces off the rim. McGovern's able to keep it in bounds, gets it to Eddie, who gets it to Carlberg. Carlberg shot is up, and layup does not go in. Homer coming back the other way with some speed. Roar out to Beachy. Beachy in the corner, back to Roar. Back down to Beachy. Beachy under the basket, and now he's out of bounds. It's going to be Grace's ball. 5:56 left in the third. Carlberg with the ball on the near side. Over to Goforth. Goforth holding it up top, down in the corner to Harriman. Back up to Goforth. Goforth to McGovern. McGovern back to Goforth, far side. Goforth looking for the middle. Gets it over to Carlberg, near side. Still outside the line. Carlberg back to Goforth. Goforth right to Harriman, but it's poked out by Homer. Grace will start with it on the baseline. Eddie comes out, Ivanov comes in for the Grizzlies. Raytoff comes in for McGee. So now Grace has the ball. They got it up top to Ivanov. Ivanov moving in. Gets it back out to Goforth. Goforth back over to Ivanov on the far side. Ivanov back to Goforth. Goforth for three. The shot is up, and it's good. Grace coming out strong here early in the second half. They've got a 9-point lead now. Homer in Grace's end. To Raytoff. On the far side. Gets it back to the middle. Pass to Etzweiler. Etzweiler back to Raytoff. Into the middle. Roar with the ball. Kicks it out to Etzweiler and taken away by the Grizzlies. Carlberg moving up the near side. He steps into the middle. Shot is up, and it's coming back the other way. As Carlberg draws a charging foul. So now Carlberg will come out for the Grizzlies as Paul Kopp goes in. 4:41 left in the third quarter here. Grizzlies up by 9. Moving up the court is Beachy. Raytoff on the far side. Steps to the middle. Back to Beachy on the near side. Beachy back over to Raytoff. Holding it up top, down to the corner. Carroll's there. Carroll gets over, back to Beachy on the near side. Beachy to Raytoff. Raytoff to the middle. Carroll in the key. Puts the shot up. And it's going to be a foul against Grace. Carroll's going to be coming to the line shooting 2. Carroll's first free throw here. This one's nothing but net. Eddie comes in for Harriman now. And the second shot is also good. And they're going to take it back. Line infraction against the Mariners. So Homer cuts the lead down to 8 here. Grace, the far side, Goforth, up to Ivanov. Ivanov into the middle, back to Goforth. Goforth for 3, and it's good. Incredible performance by Turner Goforth tonight for the Grizzlies. So now Homer back on the attack. Grace has extended the lead into the double digits. Carroll in the middle, and he takes that lead right back away from him. Cuts it back to 8. Excuse me, 9 on that. As that last basket by Grace was for 3. Homer now with the ball. Offensive zone. Shot for 3 is up, and it's good. Nice shot by number 5 of the Mariners, Kobe Etzweiler. So Homer now with a string of points here in the third quarter. Goforth has the ball. Gets it over to Kopp. Kopp on the near side, holding it. Over to Goforth. Goforth up top. Looking for some options here. He steps to the middle to McGovern at the free throw line. Shot is up and it bounces off the front. Rebounded by Grace, but it's knocked out by Mindy, and now we have a foul against Homer that's going to result in Grace's ball on the baseline. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Goforth passes over to Tobin. A shot is up for 3. This one bounces off the rim and out. Rohr now coming back up the other way. Etzweiler back to Rohr. To the middle, Carroll. Kicked it to the side, back to Rohr. Now up top, a shot for 3 from Etzweiler, and it's good! Homer gets the game back into one possession. A flurry of unanswered points here for the Mariners. Grace back on the attack now. Goforth over to Ivanov, to McGovern in the middle, and a foul against the Mariners. Grace ball. Homer with 8 unanswered points right now. Goforth out to Ivanov. Ivanov back to Goforth. Goforth in the middle, McGovern. McGovern gets it taken away. Moving up the court now are the Mariners. Beachy. Etzweiler now up top. Back to Beachy. Beachy on the far side. Back to Etzweiler. Etzweiler over to Rohr. Rohr on the near side gets Carroll in the middle. Carroll kicks it out to Beachy. Shot for 3 is up and it bounces off the back. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Ivanov with the ball. 1:46 left in the quarter. Ivanov to the middle, tries to pass. Doesn't connect. Now Homer has the ball. Timeout taken by Grace. A half timeout. And we'll take a short timeout as well when we come back. The remainder of the third quarter here. Houston's coverage in the South Central Conference second semifinal game.
I've been feeling, but the stars are rolling out for me. Stars are rolling out. But maybe they're misleading. Is it just the light reflecting off the street?
We're back with the remainder of the third quarter here. Etzweiler passes out to Beachy. Start things off. Beachy across half court. Ball over to Rotov. Moving to the middle now. Tries to pass, intercepted by Carlberg. But he knocks it out of bounds. And now a stoppage and a Homer ball on the sideboards. Etzweiler passes to Carroll. Carroll in the corner with it. Moving into the middle, under the basket, and now a travel against Carroll. Grace ball, 1:24 left in the third. McGovern passes out to Carlberg. Carlberg moving up the court on the near side. Over to Goforth. Goforth to Ivanov. Carlberg down in the corner. Moves back up top. Ivanov into the middle, out to Goforth. Goforth for 3 is up and bounces off the rim once, twice, and then rebounded by Homer. Rohr up the court with some speed, under the basket, shot is stuffed by Ivanov. Homer recollects it off the turnover now. They get it over to Beachy on the far side to Etzweiler. Etzweiler down to Roar. Roar into the middle. Right to the free throw line. A shot is up and no good. Rebounded by McGovern, and now a foul against Carroll. McGovern will pass it out to Carlberg here. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Carlberg coming up the near side. Nice and slow approach. Gets it to Ivanov. Ivanov holding it. No pressure here. Gets it over to Goforth. Goforth back to Ivanov. Ivanov now nice and slow, killing time off the clock here. 14 seconds remain in the quarter. Ivanov now gets it to McGovern on the far side. 7 seconds remaining. McGovern steps into the middle. Out to Carlberg. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Carlberg for three. It's up, and it bounces off. Rebound is thrown up, no good. So going into the fourth quarter, we got a 3-point game. Grace 30, Homer 27. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the final quarter of action here. Houston's coverage of the South Central Conference Boys Basketball Region Tournament.
Never be us.
We're back for the final quarter of action here between Grace and Homer. We got ourselves a 3-point game going into the fourth. Homer starts with the ball. That's Weiler to Beachy, and we're off. Beachy up top. Pass over to Rotov. To the middle. Carroll getting under the basket. Shot is up, and it's good. Homer now within one. And Grace comes back the other way. Ivanov over to Goforth. Goforth back to Ivanov into the middle. Under the basket. McGovern fakes the shot. Is up. Layup is good. Grace has the lead back up to 3. So a one-possession game. Beachy on the far side. Holds it. Now he's stopped with the ball. Forced to pass over to Roar. Roar into Carroll. Up to Rotov, into the corner. Beachy, shot is up for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by McGovern. McGovern gets it over to Carlberg. Tobin Carlberg up the far side. Over to Goforth. Goforth back to Carlberg. Ivanov on the air side now. Down into the corner, back up top, Goforth. Carlberg stops, now passes back out to Ivanov. Ivanov on the outside. Into the middle, knocked away from him, but picked back up by Goforth. Now to McGovern. McGovern on the far corner. Looking for a pass. Gets it out to Carlberg. Carlberg holds it on the near side. Resets here. 6:30 remains in the game. Carlberg over to Goforth. Goforth for 3. Shot is up, and it's good. Goforth with another stellar 3. And Grace has the lead back up to 6. Under the basket. Homer pass back out to Beachy. Roar. Back to Beachy. Beachy in the corner. To the middle. Carroll looking to post up here. Forced to pass out to Rotov. Fakes the shot. Steps into the corner. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by McGovern. Jimmy McGovern to Tobin Carlberg. And now Carlberg comes up the middle. Holding it. Pass over to Goforth. Goforth for 3 again, and he hits this one as well. Have yourself a night, Turner Goforth. And now a timeout is called by Grace. Excuse me, Homer. Grace extends the lead to 9. We'll take a short timeout. Homer takes their full timeout. When we come back, the remainder of the fourth quarter, stay tuned.
I need to let you know today. You call me a liar. You call me so innocent. 'Cause you lit the fire. You lit the fire burns inside us. But I'm not innocent. I lit the fire, fire,
Doesn't want to work.
And we're back. Beachy coming up the middle for the Mariners. On the far side, intercepted by Ivanov. Ivanov up to Karlberg. Pass is no good. Roar intercepts. Here comes Homer back up the far side of the court. Over to Roar. Roar in the corner. Lots of time. Shot for 3 is up. No good. Rebounded by Eddie. Ivanov now over to Karlberg. Karlberg up the near side. Slowing the game down here, taking lots of time. 5 minutes remain in the quarter. Grace up by 9. Karlberg down to Eddie. Eddie up for the shot. That's going to draw a foul, and Eddie will be shooting 2. So now Eddie's first shot. And it's good. Grace extends the lead into the double digits here, halfway through the fourth quarter. Eddie misses the second one, and Homer rebounds. Mariners at half court. Pass over to Roar. Roar stops with it. Over to Beachy. Beachy down into the corner. Shot for 3 is up. No good. And another rebound by McGovern. McGovern now being pressured. Ball is stolen. And now an easy layup for Etzweiler that he misses. McGovern rebounds the ball again. And now Grace comes the other way. Karlberg out to Ivanov. Ivanov for 3. And it's good. Grace's threes are insane tonight. They extend the lead to 13. Shot is up, no good. Grace rebounds. Got a foul against the Mariners. Grace come out very strong in this fourth quarter. They've put up a total of 10 points so far. Homer with none in the fourth. Tobin Karlberg up top. We have less than halfway to go. Under the basket is Eddie. Maintains possession, fighting off all sorts of Homer players. An infraction is going to cause Homer to have the ball. So now Roar gets it out to Beachy. Beachy over to Roar. Roar in with some speed. Kicks it out to Carroll. Carroll into the middle. Shot is up. No good. And another rebound by McGovern. Karlberg, nice and slow up the far side. Homer's got to start thinking about pressing soon. Just 3:26 left on the clock. Grace up by a score of 42-29. A close game all the way up until late. Grace has hit 3 three-pointers in this fourth quarter, a multitude during the game, an explosion of them late. Now Goforth is outside and a travel against Goforth. Homer ball. Timeout taken by Homer. We'll take a short timeout as well when we come back. The remainder of the fourth quarter. 3:07 remaining. Grace 42, Homer 29.
Do whatever I want. I'm coming
back as Homer starts. So Homer has it now in the Grace end. Kicked out to Roar. Roar over to Beachy. Beachy back to Roar. Roar down into the corner now. Up to Beachy near side. Beachy fakes. Gets it knocked away by Carlberg, but a foul against Carlberg. Now Homer will have the ball. It's going to be Beachy starting with it. Out to Roar. Roar back to Beachy. Beachy over to Carroll. Carroll for three. Shot is up and off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Eddie. Now we have a timeout taken by Grace there as Eddie was tied up with some pressure from the Mariners. Take another short timeout as well when we come back. The remainder, 2:34 left in the fourth. Still Grace 42, Homer 29.
Turn your back, you're a broken man. They come around and just dying to shake your head. I don't expect you to understand. Just keep telling yourself there's no shame. They don't know about who we are. They don't know about you and I. They ain't no blind by the stars of your eyes. Oh, hot blood love is gonna get you.
And we're back. 2:34 remains in the fourth quarter. Grace starting with the ball in their defensive baseline. McGovern looking to pass it up. Homer in the full court press. McGovern's able to get the pass to Carlberg. Carlberg nice and slow up the far side. Grace up by a score of 42-29 right now. Carlberg into the middle. Gets trapped. Passes out to Goforth. Goforth to McGovern. McGovern near side, holding the ball. Back over to Carlberg. Carlberg up top. Moving into the middle. Kick back out to Ivanov. Ivanov over to Goforth. Goforth holds it. Stops with it. Gets it over to McGovern. McGovern holds the ball. Dribbles to the middle. Leaves it for Goforth. Goforth into the middle of the court from the free throw line. Back out to Ivanov. Ivanov stops with it. Back up top. 1:50 left of the quarter. Ivanov in the middle. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Ivanov. Layup is up and this one, he hits. Grace up to a 15-point lead now. Just 1:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Beachy down to Roar. To Carroll, under the basket. Shot is up and good. Nice layup there by Carroll. That's Homer's first basket of the quarter. Just 1:16 left. Now Eddie rebounds the ball underneath. Layup is up. McGovern trying to get it picked up by Eddie, and now Grace has it back up top. Ivanov holds it. Pass over to Goforth. Goforth is outside the line with 1 minute left. Back over to Ivanov. Ivanov down into the zone. Back to Carlberg. Carlberg moving into the middle. Out to Goforth. Goforth stops with it, trying to just take time off the clock here. 46 seconds left. McGovern outside the line. Pass out to Carlberg, but it goes off his hand and out of bounds. It's going to be Homer's ball. 37 seconds left. Again, a very close game up until this fourth quarter. Grace really running away with the game here. Late, they put up a total of 13 points to Homer's 2 in this quarter. Carlberg passes down to Eddie, who's underneath the basket. Layup is up, but a foul against Eddie. Now we're gonna have a short timeout. 19 seconds left. Grace 44, Homer 31.
Final straw to take a stride in the right direction. I can hardly see the sky. Covering me slowly past.
And we're back as Homer passes the ball out. Peachy down into the zone. Roar now, stepping up into the middle. Shot is underneath the basket as faked the shot, got the pass off. Tried to pass out to the middle, and an over and back infraction against Homer. Just 6 seconds left on the clock. Grace will pass it in here to finish off the game. McGovern out to Tobin Karlberg. He sits with the ball, and that'll do it. Great last game of the day. Second semifinal game is over. Grace gets the win. They move on to both state and the championship game tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting all of those games, including both the guys and the girls championship games late tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in for that. 5 o'clock for the girls, 6:30 for the guys. Until then, thanks for watching today. This has been Houston's coverage of the South Central Region Boys and Girls Basketball Region Tournament. Hope you have a great rest.